We've covered a lot of cool houses, a lot of weird houses, and a lot of ugly houses, but today we're gonna talk about a cozy house, a comfortable house, a completely different vibe. So behold, what might be the world's coziest house. It might not look like a whole lot, but it's for sale in Los Angeles, California for $16 million. So let's talk about that. If you thought to yourself, wow, that's cool, but it doesn't seem that big, you would be right, because this property is a 3-bed, 3-bath with only 2,600 square foot of living space. That's roughly twice the size of my home, but it's $16 million. It also has, quote, 2 open parking spaces because, of course, it doesn't look like there's a garage here, and I'm not even sure how you get to it. I don't know if you have to hang glide or parachute in. I don't know what the deal is, but it's goofy. But that's what we've come to expect in this Zillow Gone Wild series. Big shout out to them on Instagram, credit to them for this video, and go check them out. Anyway, make me a deal. If you get any value or information out of today's video, hit that like and subscribe button. My name is Greyson Roberts, owner and realtor of Boss Properties. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest real estate countrywide, definitely give me a call. I love helping you guys out. And also today's sponsor, don't skip ahead, they're gonna pay you to sign up in the form of a sign-up bonus. That's right, Webull, once again, my favorite free online stock brokerage, is gonna give you 6 free stocks just for signing up. All you gotta do is click the link in my description, create an account, deposit as little as 1 cent, and they're gonna give you all those free stocks. You can sell by the dip, make more money, or you can put them into your bank account and cash them. It's good as cash. Thanks to Webull for sponsoring today's video, and let's get into what might be the world's coziest house. All right, so besides the lack of a usable yard and the fact that the home looks like the cross-section of a chicken pot pie, this home is one of the nicest, most unique properties I've ever seen. We've covered a lot of luxury properties on this channel, and I truly mean it when I would move here tomorrow, aside the fact that, you know, it's in LA, which sucks. Now, obviously, just from looking at the pictures, it seems very tropical, very lush, and just cool. However, due to the fact that it's tacked on the side of a hill, basically renders the land useless. Not to mention, I'm pretty sure you've got to jump out of a daggum window to get to the pool. I have no idea how you get down there. Okay, so let's take a look at the front of the property. It doesn't really give you much to look at, and it doesn't look like a house at all. And this might be the only parking space you get in the whole property, quote, the 2 open parking spaces. I also would not trust coming home drunk with this measly little wall to keep me from tripping over the edge. You would literally have to hose me off the hillside if I lived in this home. Now, I'm not exactly sure what we are looking at here, but it looks like an open air living space, but I literally have no idea what I'm looking at. Okay, so here is where we get the first taste of why I call this the world's coziest house. For example, the over-fluffed carpet that would feel like a dog licking your cold toes with their wet and hot, moist mouth. Whoa, that... Not to mention, the details are even down to the stairs. Look at how shallow and wide they are, making it less of a chore to ascend the massive stairwell. And you've just got this interior tree that screams serenity. I mean, it's creating a nice little canopy as you're sitting on your couch with no arms. And the natural soft light coming in through the windows, I mean, okay, so let's blow it back a little bit and get a better look at the living room. This gives you a better view of the gorgeous carpet rug thing and the glorious floor-to-ceiling glass view of the luscious hillside, although this would invite many peeping toms. In fact, I would assume that this is probably a common gathering place in the peeping tom community. You know, like the people with their hair slicked back and the glasses with the lenses pumped out and the binoculars and the sweater tied around their waist. Anyway, if you can ignore that fact that everybody could literally just walk down your hill and stare at you in your house and you would never know during the night, it does look pretty cool. Okay, so this next picture is going to be another example of how this house is just soft and light and cozy. This should be the destination of some middle-aged woman's retreat. I mean, the curved architecture in combination with the lush carpet and the bulbous stones on the wood-burning fireplace really creates a place that I'd love to walk in, realize the space is mostly unusable, and walk right back out. Because you got to keep in mind, it's in the shape of a cross-section of a chicken pot dadgum pie. So it's not all the usable square footage. And can I just remind you that it's $16 million. Okay, so here's another angle of that one of the first rooms I showed you that I wasn't sure what it was. I'm not even sure if it was inside or outside, but I figured I'd add it anyway to add more context. And I assume that there is an elevator somewhere in this room to help you get down to the pool. But other than that, I don't know how you get down there without jumping out of a window or just ragdolling down the hillside. Okay, so where those stairs go up, I assume it leads to this room, which is, again, very relaxing. Warm colors combined with the unlimited natural light and serene views. I don't really know what this image of a guy taking a drag off his stanky fingers is, but I'd probably remove that. Also, I can't help but notice that there are absolutely no blinds to draw in the entire room, yet there are two large, expensive flat-screen TVs. The glare from the sun, from the natural lighting, would render those TVs basically useless. Okay, so now we're moving into one of the bedrooms where again you see the shallow and oversized stairs. Now I assume this is a bedroom because, you know, the bed and the circumcised lamp. Also, there's no door to this room. Again, as cool as this property is, the curved architecture leads to unusable square footage. And keep in mind, the property is only 2,700 square feet or so. That's only double the size of my current house, and I don't know where the $16 million price tag is coming from, but I assume it's because the property would be very difficult to replicate and the priceless views. But still, $16 million for 2,600 square foot. You couldn't even buy a property where I live for $16 million. That's because they don't exist. That would basically be our town mall that serves like, I don't know, the 20 surrounding cities. Okay, so the pool is no exception to how weird and kind of unusable this property is. Not only is this a relatively small pool, but again with unique design. Basically, you're not taking advantage of how much square foot you get with your hillside pool, but it does look like a vagina. You could also only fit a handful of people, I mean a handful, looks like maybe 4 max comfortably on your $16 million hillside pool, which is a big downside because you really can't entertain a whole lot here. Not to mention, it's going to be virtually impossible to try to extend the deck of the pool, so the home builders should have just went ahead and, while they had the chance, make a bigger pool. For a $16 million, I mean, come on. And not to mention, it's basically just hanging over into nothing. You better hope that you don't end up like Cleveland Brown in the one episode of Family Guy where he's on the top story of his home and he falls out in the bathtub. So this is the final view of the property where once again does not answer any more of our questions about how the hell do you get down here. However, this is another breathtaking view of the property, especially because I assume that it's just shadows, but it does look like you can literally see through from the interior lighting in the floor of the home, kind of as easily as you can with holding up a piece of cardboard paper to a light. So that's a little bit concerning. We're just gonna hope those are shadows, which I'm pretty sure they are. But still, just off a first glance, it does look a little scary. Not confidence inspiring, but nothing about this property is, especially for $16 million. There you have it, the world's coziest house. Hit that like and subscribe button for more Zillow Gone Wild listings. Get that free money with Webull, and I'll see you next time.